Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Sagittarius reading, which is occurring on November 30th and or the December 1st, depending on where you are in the world. This is a general reading. It will not resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below, where I'm featuring a half-off sale through the end of this year. So thank you to all of you who have participated in that. I'm really grateful for your support, and I'm glad that you are all here now. Let's get started, Scorpio, with your overall energy, the Ace of Cups. This feels like a renewal of your purpose. This feels like the result of a lot of expressive work that you've been doing over a long period of time, and getting to the core of your story, the core of your narrative, the core of the themes in your life, in your work, which is inclining me to believe that this is some healing work that you're doing, not simply a creative product or a professional service, but the healing aspect of that has refreshed and renewed you. It has almost given you a new lease on life, a new purpose to look forward to, a deeper understanding of the value of your gifts and talents. You have been kind of whole working at this. When I mean whole, I mean your whole being has been invested in the work that you have been doing, the effort you've been making, the discipline you've been applying, and it comes from such a deep place in you that the work it's natural to you. There is a sense of effort, absolutely. You're aware of the discipline required to do this, but it is something that you are compelled to do. It feels like you don't have a choice, but of course you do. You simply feel yourself to be on a path that is not only about your own care and your own deep desires and vision for yourself, but for the world. In the present, the Ten of Pentacles is all about legacy. And please forgive me for many of you if these messages continue to recycle themselves in a variety of ways. And that really makes sense. Every once or twice a week, we can't be doing something totally different. But there is a theme here that is being emphasized again about the tremendous devotion, love of the work of your craft that you do, that you give to others, that you generate abundance on behalf of others. You understand the link between your own development, the development and improvement of your skills, and the service that you are modeling for others. This is a conscious thing. In part, it's a sharing of the tremendous gifts of love and concern, and for many of you, powerful creativity. The ability to care so deeply for others is the gift that you want to continue to generate in the world, in your community, in your family. And you are connected to a community that not only experiences this level of care, but understands it, is aligned with these values, and actively participates in a conscious effort to share, to give back, to make services and resources, wealth, abundance available to others on your terms. In the past, the Five of Swords. One of the beautiful things about the unfolding of this incredible love and self-respect, that self-honoring that you're experiencing is how hard won it has been. You have put yourself in an environment often where you have been challenged regarding the worthiness of your ideas, your value, um, and you have tested yourself in those environments. You have not been, uh, you've been brave, you've been strong, you have not shrunk from uh, meeting the challenge in many cases, and you have been brutally uh, uh, rejected in many ways. So sometimes that objection has come in the form of people not understanding you, people not believing you belonged or that you had what it took to accomplish something. And that can have been a process throughout your life in which you internalized that rejection and really believed it somehow reflected on you. Uh, but I'm not thinking that's the case for most of you. I'm thinking that most of you had a sense that you had something valuable to contribute, just not in the ways that you found most readily available to you. So that you may have explored conventional channels that did not see you as a part of that effort. And instead, you've realized that you do have value and merit, and that you can receive the support and assistance you deserve elsewhere. So, this is finally your not doubting yourself or your ideas, but continuing to subject yourself to a variety of ideas and opinions, of thoughts, so that you are always measuring your understanding, your comprehension in a deeper and a larger sense. So, this is pretty specific. In the future, the Nine of Wands will, you have been working at building your skills, at moving in a direction that is significant to you, of achieving something that you are on the crest of achieving. You're absolutely have you have been damaged, you have been hurt, you have been dinged. There's been a lot of loss. This is really reflecting on what I consider the wounded warrior. That is Chiron, the wounded healer. So Chiron, in fact, was both a warrior and a healer and a teacher, and he was wounded in multiple ways from birth. And that process of healing his wounds, of understanding his wounds, wounds that interestingly could not be healed because he was an immortal, and how he very ingeniously uh, switched his or sacrificed his mortality so that he could get ultimately relief from the tremendous pain he suffered. It's a beautiful myth and it's complex, but what I'm getting from that for you is the amount of abuse, intolerance, rejection you have experienced that has not deterred you, not one bit. And that's not surprising, Scorpio. Your ruler has just moved out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And so this is almost like this whole new lease on life. This is the element that has been missing. You've been doing the same thing over and over and over in a variety of arenas and been daunted, but yet it is this incredible wealth and depth of love and respect and honor of not only who you are, but who your ancestors are. This is about your roots, your family, your heart. And this is the thing that has ultimately been buoyed up, that is resilient through all of these challenges and struggles, and is assuring you, you know it, you feel it, of some major success. If this reading is resonating for you, Scorpio, please like this video, share this with others. Comment if you feel so moved, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It's such a long list of things I'm asking you to do. I usually forget one of the most important things. And I pulled the empathy card. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. And I believe this is your superpower. I do believe this uh, renewal, this reinvigoration, this rebirth is ushering you into, initiating you into a higher order of love. This is, without getting too woo woo or religious, because that isn't my intent. But I do believe that you have been studying and pursuing the stories of the wisdom of the ancients. Um, Somehow you've been almost anthropologically pursuing a deeper understanding of your story, your ancestors, your relatives that have passed, those stories of survival and sacrifice on your behalf. And this is what is informing your tremendous and powerful empathy, and what is leading you to this incredible sense of re-empowerment. The Ten of Pentacles in the present is clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. I do feel like you are your mind is, it's hard for you to turn off the thoughts. It's hard for you to stop churning the various projects or aspects of projects or efforts that you're working on. There are a lot of ideas that you're privy to, and you're aware of the opinions and thoughts of others, what others think you should do. But I do feel like you're somehow allowing yourself to move away from that, to move on from that. You're trying to move into your powerful intuition. You're giving that credence. You're living in your feelings in a way that allows you to relax. And this is very important, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you right now. Things feel so close. You can almost taste the coalescence of a variety of ideas and or projects that you've been working on. And yet you need space and peace and quiet in order to bring these together. You need your space. You need that quiet, that retreat. It's essential for you. In the past, the Five of Swords is clarified by the Fool and the Page of Swords. Wow. I'm really loving this reading. The Five of Swords being that stress, that sense of being excluded from the mainstream or the core of a family tradition, for instance, has been so long ago rechanneled into faith in yourself and trust in your own beliefs. So you have abandoned those who you feel perhaps rejected or excluded you by pursuing the things that you believe in, perfectly willing to allow that to take you where it will, very confident that you could do what needed to be done when you encounter challenges or opportunities. This is really about trusting yourself and the universe. And it has served you well. In particular, how it's serving you then as now is for all the great knowledge and exploration you've done. You also know the limits of that knowledge. You know when you don't know. And that has actually freed you up in many ways to move onto this path of your own destiny, your own unique, special journey that is allowing you to pursue your interests, your vision. And that ability to not necessarily know the next steps, but to allow yourself to be guided is really what is serving you now. And it's the same power that you are calling upon to help you to shut down the noise and the clutter and the dissonance that you may experience at a variety of different levels. This isn't just the opinions of others. This is also the thoughts of others you've explored in the past. This can be your training, your academic training, your uh, past ancestors or relatives who are no longer with us, but their presence lives on in you. And their truth is all competing for a voice in your narrative. In the future, the Nine of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Cups, which is a double confirmation, and the Five of Cups. I believe that you are reconnecting with a deep soul bond, and that can be either a vision, an authentic desire, or an important talent or aspect of a talent, as well as a relationship. The Ace of Cups, again, is your ability to uh, magnetize this sense of renewal and healing at will as a way of healing many disappointments and failures that you imagine you have experienced. And I say imagine because what is a failure? A failure is perhaps an experience where we recognize we might have made a miscalculation, a misstep, an error, a not so great choice. But if we learn from that, is it really a failure? However, the feeling of disappointment and heartbreak is real, and you understand that. But the sense of renewal is restoring you to an experience of your gift at a new level. This gift being your current projects, your talents, whatever it is you are nurturing and developing, and you have been for a while. This is exhorting you to re experience the pleasure, the joy, the sense of purpose, the ease with which, the joy with which you exercise your talents, your voice, your story. Scorpio, I'm going to finish up this reading with a flora and fauna of Africa, and hope that you have gained some insight from this reading. And I pulled the cassowary, and the key word is overcoming. It's the most interesting looking bird with a pirate's hat with a tuft. Use your power wisely. You are strong enough to be vulnerable, confront obstacles head on, and retreat to your sacred space. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for this powerful reading during these powerful times. Until next time, namaste.